Alright guys, so today we'll be finishing off the folding rear seat conversion in the F30 by installing the last release latch for the folding rear seats. As I said in the previous video, you can use older BMW's folding rear seat release mechanisms, and that's exactly what I've done. The one we're about to install came from an E90 BMW that I got from a salvage yard, and I'll show you how to fit that, and yeah, we'll get on with the video now, so let's get started. So yeah, this is the little mechanism and the handle. Bought this for £14. This is the one that I've already installed, and this is the piece that I took out from the kind of rear bench that was already in there. So we'll just be using this hardware to bolt into these two holes here in the back up there. So the first thing I'm going to do is just take this plastic piece off here so that I can bolt this in and then thread this cable through. All you really need is just to kind of pull it up out of here like that. It's pretty easy, and then the mechanism pops out. Just flip it over, open the cable up, make sure it doesn't catch on anything like that just did, and then push this wire through here. That might be a bit easier if I used a screwdriver or something, so just go and grab one of those. Right, so I've just grabbed a screwdriver and I'm just gonna pull this through here, thread that in there, and then poke it through from behind like that, and then yeah, it's free and we can install this in the car. So I've just folded down the rear seats, and obviously this is where that piece goes in for the rear bench, like that, and we're just going to use these two bolts to screw into here whilst we install this latch like this. I don't know if you can see, there's a little hole there, kind of oblong-ish shape. I'm just going to thread the cable through and then bolt in the latch. So I've just put this latch in. I'll show you underneath what it looks like. There's a little kind of metal piece that sticks out just here. So basically you push it in kind of to the side like that, then you push it down and then over, and then yeah, these bolt holes here line up and you just put the bolts in. So yeah, these are 13mm bolts, I think, and I'm just going to put them in now. So yeah, and the last thing I'm going to do is just attach this handle. Basically it's the same way as you got it out, you just put it straight back in. So I'm just going to thread the little metal ball through here. I can do this like here, and then it just wraps around there. Can be a bit fiddly, but it's not too bad. Oh yeah, and when you install it, make sure the little section with the die is the right way up, so that the next person that takes it out, or if it's you that takes it out, you can do it easily rather than struggling to fish it out. So yeah, it kind of goes in like that, and just push it down so that it seats properly, which this one doesn't want to do for some reason. I can use a screwdriver to... Yeah, there we go. So it's seated now properly. You can see it's in there quite nicely, and then we just flip it over, push it down in there on the plastics like that, and yeah, and pull it and it will release the seats. This is the latch. There's the little loop that goes into it. Shut the seat. It's locked in now. I can't pull this back. I haven't installed this yet because this is just a test. And I'll just pull it like that, and the seat should drop down. With a little bit of a push, it just drops. So this is the only bit of the E90 release mechanism install on the F30 that's a little bit sketchy. I'll show you it now. You kind of have to snip off the plastic handle so that you can push it into where the F31 would go. I mean, I guess you could buy the F30 release mechanism for the boot so that the handle fits exactly where it needs to go, but this works fine. I just chop off a couple of plastic bits, I'll show you that, and then just stick it in the boot, and it's worked fine on the other side, as you can kind of see there maybe. It stays there, but yeah, I'll do that for you now. So all I'm going to do is just chop this piece of plastic here off, this piece of plastic here off, and this piece of plastic here off. You can see these are the bits that stand out. And I'm just going to install it. Well, I'm just going to squeeze it into this metal hole there where you can see the foam, and hopefully it should hold it there, and I could just pull the boot and release it as it should, really. So yeah, as I was saying, just chopping these bits of plastic off here with pliers. Make sure I don't lose that somewhere in the boot, which I definitely will. Where's that one? I found it. And the last one is this little piece of plastic here. Hopefully that one's big enough. Right, so then, yeah, that's installed there now, just by the plastic, so it actually does wiggle around a bit, but it's all right for me because I can pull on it decently hard, pull it like that, and then release the back seat. I don't know if you can see there, but yeah, all good. So if you guys like that video and you want to see more stuff about cheap ways to do modifications to the F30, or just get arounds for cheaper ways to do things, then make sure you subscribe, hit the bell. Also like this video if you thought it was a good little tip to get a cheaper way to retrofit folding seats in an F30. Yeah, thanks guys.